Shalom Akin and Aqua. This is your brother Malachi of Yahweh's messengers. First and foremost, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Wahat, Rekah, Kodash. To the Akims that are pushing this gospel in truth and sincerity and the highways and hedges. And the Aqua and the Akim that are listening and learning. To you I say Shalom. Topic, lesson for today is food for thought. So on the screen is a documentary made in 1978 called Black's Britannia. I just want to show a little excerpt from it. So fair use, disclaimer, for educational purposes only, not for profit. So this is Black's Britannia. This was a hard-hitting documentary on racism and resistance of black people in Britain. Once again, this was 1978. So I just want to play a little excerpt of it.
They pick up you. Why? One, because you're black. Two, because you ain't conforming. You ain't behaving how they like you to behave. You ain't running after a job. Yeah? I see a woolly for you wearing your Tams. They don't like it. Because you're trying to make out like you're different. Right? And they don't like difference. And when a policeman step on one of your foot, you step back. They say you're too uppity.
Yeah.
You won't sit down and take it like they want you to take it. You won't stay in your place. Yeah? That's why they got in for you. And Mrs. Ramsey. And
Right, now you mentioned you're wearing your Tams. So this is really what I really want to get into. The Tam, or Tam O'Shanter, or Tammy, is a name given to a traditional Scottish bonnet worn by men. Once again, I'll read it again. A Tam O'Shanter, or Tammy, is a name given to the traditional Scottish bonnet worn by men. So we can see it's very popular at the moment. Both men and women are wearing these Tams, and we now find out it was a traditional Scottish bonnet worn by men. I'm not sure if this one. Yeah, here we see now at the bottom here, should men wear bonnets, breaking the stigma around hair care. Unbeknownst to us in the community, this was a traditional way of our people in Scotland, and it was mainly men that wore it, whereas now there's a stigma of men wearing it, believing that it is a woman's item of clothing, not a men's. So I found it very funny to get the word Tam, which is being used in the West Indies, particularly Jamaica, for a hat, and the Rastas often wear the hat they call a Tam. See, there's the images of sisters as well as the men wearing the Tam. But there was another revelation also, and that is what? Scots bonnet. Obviously those Tams look like a Scots bonnet. That is where these peppers have got their name from. Scots bonnet, which is a Tam, which once again, we were the Scots, the black Scots in history. Scots bonnet, Tam. Scots bonnet pepper are a key ingredient in many Jamaican dishes. Jamaican Scotch bonnet pepper sauce. This is very good to get yourself a copy of The Negro Question Part 4, The Missing Link. King of the Scots. Here we see King James VI and the first King of the Scots. And this book is by Lee Cummins. And here we see the list of the Scottish kings. And we get down to James VI and the first of England, which is King James of the King James Bible, 1567 to 1625. As you can see from the Scottish kings list, King James I of England was a descendant of the Black Scottish kings who claimed the thrones of France, Spain, Ireland, England and Britain, Wales and Scotland. Yeah, so basically that is our history, which a lot of people are completely unaware of. Scottish coats of arms and names. If we make that a bit bigger, we can see Andrew, Collymore, Erdington, Grantham, Mayor, Maynard, Moore, Sunlow, Weldon, Witterong and Wooton. Scottish coats of arms. It reads here: the Southern Plantations. These are the facts, ladies and gentlemen. These Scottish blacks are among us in the Americas, and we are ignorant of their existence as well as they are. It has been reported that in the African American community, a lot of blacks have Scottish and Irish last names. Also, a lot of us here in England, mine in particular, Muir, is a Scottish last name, which is, you can see there, Moore, which means the same, means black. So a lot of us are thinking that we have the Caucasian man's name. We have actually our real names, and we're just going to find out now that that is a fact. Here we see the TV show back in popular in the 60s or 70s, The Saint. That's the actor called Roger Moore. We just saw the name Moore, which was the name of our people in Europe. And as you can see there, the Saint has got the halo above it. So it's not by mistake the actor was a man called Moore, which that name belongs to the Israelites. That name belongs to our people in history. And here we're going to see another representation. And this is Saint Maurice. Saint Maurice. Back in history, once again, you see the halo around his head. That's an Israelite with the name Saint Maurice. Right, so we just need to come back to our heritage and history, because we've been greatly deceived. Right, first scripture is Ecclesiastes chapter 1 verse 9. The thing that have been is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done, and there is no new thing under the sun. Exactly. So our ancestors used to wear these bonnets in the past, in the history, and once again we did see that documentary where they were talking about, I see you wearing your tams, yeah, which is what Tam O'Shanter, which is a bonnet that our ancestors wore in Scotland. Yeah. So, I think I skipped one. Ecclesiastes chapter 1 verse 10. Is there anything whereof it may be said, see, this is new? It hath been already of old time, which was before us. Exactly. these things are from the past. It's now very, very prevalent for men and women to be wearing bonnets, and there is an issue of men wearing it. Unbeknownst to us, it actually was made for men, not for the women, when it comes to our history in Scotland. The next scripture is Matthew 5 verse 13. Ye are the salt of the earth, but if the salt have lost his savour, wherewith shall it be salted? It is thenceforth good for nothing, but to be cast out and to be trodden under foot of men. Exactly. So you can see all the other nations are copying what Israelites do. We are the salt of the earth. If our trousers is hanging down, if we wear our baseball cap the wrong way round, whatever it is, the other nations pick up on it. So we really need to, watch and be aware that we are the chosen people and our heritage has been stolen from us, but we are now taking hold of it again. And this is my last scripture. Ye are the light of the world. A city that is set on a hill cannot be hid. This is Matthew chapter 5 verse 14. Ye are the light of the world. A city that is set on an hill cannot be hid. Right, well, they had a chance, they had their time to hide our heritage and our history, but the light is now shining on us, bring us back to our remembrance of who we are and our heritage and our history, and all these things are now being revealed onto us. So with that, I'd like to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Waha, Rekah, Kodash, Kum Yasha'ala, Shalom, Brother Malakia, Shalom, Israel.